Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and today we're gonna be talking about the best books that I read in 2021. We're talking about my favorite books of the year and I have a few. I have 8 books to talk about. It's been an interesting year. I feel like there's a good amount of good and bad and also a lot of in between. I'm gonna be doing my 2021 wrap up with all the stats, with how many books, with how many star ratings and all the cool stuff. But for now, we're just gonna enjoy the tree still while it's on. Some people wanted to see all of it. There you go. That's the tree. It's probably up to my shoulder. So it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. And I still will not be able to pull the book up for you. So a picture will go on this side and I'm gonna sit by the beautiful tree. My dogs definitely don't touch the tree. I don't know what you're talking about. This year I wanted to just chill and not rate all my favorite books from least favorite to top favorite, whatever. But I did it anyway because I don't know, I have a problem apparently. So on the 8th spot we have Stargirl. Stargirl. I did not see that this book will be in my top favorites. It impressed me and it intrigued me and I don't know, it just brought up really good feelings. I loved the entire story. I thought it was really sweet and cute and it said some things. I love when the characters are out of the ordinary. They're not scared to do something different. That excites me, that inspires me. I picked this book up when I was recovering from my surgery and I don't know, it just made me feel good. Made me want to recover and do something cool. And yeah, it's just a really cute, sweet book that I definitely would give a try if you still haven't read it. Number 7 is City of Thieves. I'm sorry, I don't remember any of the authors because if I had the book I would tell you the author, but I'm sure you can figure it out by the picture here. A fantastically told story, beautiful. It was hilarious, it was scary, it was everything you wanted out of historical fiction. There was some romance, some friendship, some tragedy, and some scary, I am telling you, scary scenes. I was honestly uncomfy. If a book can make me feel that way, all of those ways, you bet it's gonna make it to my top favorites. So yeah, if you are looking for good historical fiction, this is the one. By the way, I thrifted this book. I did not think anything. This book was sitting on my shelves for years and I was just tired of looking at this. I was let me just read it. And you know what? I absolutely loved it. Okay, moving on to number 6 is Hidden Bodies by Caroline Kepnes. If I like the first book, I will most likely really like the second book also. And some people really did not vibe with it, and I don't get why. You still have Same Joe, you still have some stuff, you have some murder, you have some stalking. Yes, the setting is a bit different, it's California, it's a bit bougie, it's a bit different, but why would you want to have it the same exact way as the first book? I don't get it. So in my personal humble opinion, it was a fantastic book. And the number 5 is They Both Die in the End by Adam Silvera. Honestly, kind of also of an expected come through. YA is not something that I'm really gravitating towards, but it's something that I like picking up once in a while, and this was that once that I was really influenced. And you know what, again, if it's a cute story, is it a sweet cute story with some depth, with good written characters, with a good plot, with a lot of exciting stuff going on, where they discuss some important things Stargirls in this, they can go along with in the same direction of it's a well thought story, it's a well told story. I took something out of that story. So I don't know, I will be thinking about this book for a while. That's why it's on the number 5. Number 4 is Concrete Rose by Angie Thomas. I love Angie Thomas, I love her writing, I love her books. I'll pick up anything. Is she coming out with something in 2022? She better, because I need something else. I need more. And I read her books every year now. And I'll eat that crap up every time. What a story about Maverick and him becoming a dad. And honestly, that's not something that I've read before. Being African American, struggling with poverty, just different stuff that was happening in his life. I felt so much pain and I felt so much sorrow, but I felt so happy when he was getting somewhere, doing something good. I don't know, still finding little joys in this, tough life. And I don't know, if she will come up with a companion novel for the companion novel, please do. I felt there could be so much more. I feel we could have gotten a second part maybe, because yeah, I need more of that world. I need more of those characters. They were fantastic. I highly recommend this one. Finding Chica by Mitch Albom. This is a fantastic book. This is the only nonfiction that made it to my top favorites. Nonfiction is usually hard to come by, some like good ones, but Mitch Albom always comes through. Like, tell me about your life. Tell me what's happening. I will listen. I'm craving his writing. Finding Chica is a beautiful story about this girl that touched my heart so deeply, and she'll always be in our memories and thoughts. Dang, that was a really sad story. Like, I love books that can hurt me. I love hurting myself with books. That's so absolutely wrong. If you haven't picked up Mitch Albom, like, please do. Please pick up this one because it's phenomenal. It's fantastic. If you like crying. Anxious People by Frederick Backman. We cannot leave Frederick Backman out of the list of favorites. I honestly claiming him to be one of my favorite authors of all time, as well as Mitch Albom. Like, he's getting there. Like, I need a few more books. That will be 5 stars, and I will honestly say dude has some potential for me. I think has a lot of potential. Anxious People, oh my gosh, that's a phenomenal book. Like, fun story. The humor, like, I get his humor. It's funny. I don't really like funny books, but his humor is mixed up with like sad reality. There could be like a sad book. There could be a sad book filled with emotion and morals and just bad stuff, right? Like, you read it and you cry, but Frederick Backman just like lights it up a little bit with like humor and funny situations that people get in, and it's just so beautiful. Also, there was a plot twist that I never seen coming. Moving to number 1, my all-time favorite book of 2021 is, I think you know, is The One by John Warren. Maybe because it's one of the last books I read this year, so like memory of still reading it and all the details and all the emotions are still raw and fresh. But that book took me on such a ride. I love books where the author is not scared to go above and beyond of what's appropriate and what's normal. Put characters through craziest situations. The most messed up thing you can ever think of, when they do it, I'm like, say no more, say no more. You did the thing that I want. I cried in this book. I laughed out loud about 100 times in this book. I was literally closing the book down about 50 times and just like breathing heavily because it's a lot. Things that are happening a lot. And honestly, the second I finished it, I think I finished it in 3 days. So that was a ride, okay? And when I finished it, I literally messaged every single friend and I was like, you gotta read this. If one book you want to take out of this whole recommendation video, my favorite video, like, take this one, read it, appreciate it, hate it, I don't know, do whatever you want, but you gotta read it. Well, those are my favorite books of the year. I want to mention a few honorable books, all honorable mentions, bring them on. Some books that I also really much enjoyed, but they just did not quite make it. Like, they were incredible and great, and I highly recommend you to read them. But something about them was not just the top, you know? They didn't have that cherry. Like, everything was amazing. The flavors were there, but that cherry was not there. So anyway, Another Day, companion novel to Every Day, and oh, I give it 5 stars. Like, it could be on my favorite list. Just going back to the same story that I loved so much, just like rereading those memories and emotions I loved ever and ever, and the concepts are great, so I cannot wait to pick up someday soon. Good Girl, Bad Blood, again, a second book in the series to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This was fantastic. This was great. I loved the new adventures we went on, new characters that added to the story, just her being a badass again and going through those stressful moments. Like, she is the girl. I just love Holly Jackson's writing. I know there's a 3rd book. I already got it. I cannot wait to get to it and actually read it. So I've heard even better reviews from people about the 3rd book, so I'm so stoked. 8 Perfect Murders by Peter Swanson. I so wanted to have a Peter Swanson on my favorite list. I read only one of his books this year, and this one was really good. It was really good. I feel like he didn't go like above and beyond like he did in The Kind Worth Killing, and I really did and I really expected that from him. I don't know if he's like maybe taking a little bit easier route, more careful route, but like that's not what I want from him. I want him to go freaking messed up stuff, and there was some twists and turns that took me by surprise, and I'll keep picking him up, obviously. And the fourth one is Mallory by Josh Malerman. Another dude that I keep watching, I keep wanting to read everything from. Again, going back, it's a second book. This is a Bird Box series. Yeah, it was just really, again, cool to like go back to the same universe, to this stupid creatures that messed everybody's lives. And honestly, the things that were happening there, like, I was so anxious. Like, some scenes, they made me so anxious. And I was like, the children when they grew up and became teenagers, started doing their own things. Oh boy, that stressed me out. Anyway, it was fun. That's it, my darlings. That's all I have for you today. Hope you got some good recommendations, if any. Hopefully you had a good time with me. I see you in the next video talking about the worst books of 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye.